The second thing I want to highlight is that the political weaponization of this language difference, which is happening, and that is why
our language will get lost. If we lose our language, then we lose our culture also.
Why are you singing in Hindi? It should be the English or Tamil language.
This language barrier thing is also happening in Bengal. Like if you are from Bihar or Jharkhand, if you don't know the Bengali language, some people will always tolerate you like an outsider.
In Bengali, and the person is a non-Bengali, not a Bengali speaker, and the person replies, "Why are you speaking in Bengali? Are you from Bangladesh?"
Okay, good evening class. Today we are going to discuss a very crucial topic. The topic is very hot these days, and as you have seen in social media or in the news channels also, the people are fighting over language, over preferences of languages. As example, if someone is in Bangalore, okay, a guy from other state living in a Bangalore, but he doesn't know Kannada language, and Bangalore people insist on him like, okay, you should talk in Kannada, otherwise no, we will not provide anything to you, any facilities, any cab ride or whatever it is. Okay, so these things are happening all around India, I can say. Okay, these things are happening in Bengal also. Okay, I mean, see as India's motto, as we have heard, unity in diversity, but we are now divided on the basis of languages, as our states also divided on the basis of the languages. Okay, as per the amendment and that time at the formation of India. Okay, but now as we modernize, we have to go for work, searching for jobs to other states. Okay, so these things is very common. Okay, these things are very common. Like, okay, you are Hindi speaking native, okay, and you go to a Bangalore or you go to a Maharashtra also, where people speak mostly Marathi, and now you can't understand their languages, but that's okay. But taking to another level, like if you don't know Marathi, you are not taking part in our culture, you are not respecting our culture, you should speak in that language or this language. Yes, this is too much. Let's see, this is the main topic discussion, okay, we are going to have. Okay, let's start with Shomendo, please, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah, so I'll highlight 2 points. The first one is that we know that languages usually come from different language groups. So the language we speak, Bengali, and also other North Indian languages like Marathi, Gujarati, Hindi, Punjabi, these languages are part of Indo-European language group. And about the South Indian languages like Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, these languages are part of Dravidian language group, and both the language groups are so much different that for us, like for a Bengali person, it's easier to learn French or Spanish than learning Kannada or Tamil, because Spanish or French is part of the same language group as Bengali or Hindi, but Kannada isn't. And in the same way, for a Kannada person, it's easier to learn Tamil than learning Hindi or learning Spanish or French, because it's a different language group. So that is why like we see that for us, a Bengali person, it's if we may not speak other North Indian languages, but we can understand like Punjabi, Ahomiya, Gujarati, Marathi, little bit we can understand that what the person is trying to say. But it's almost impossible for us to understand any Dravidian language, because it's from a whole different language group. So that is why these things actually started. I mean, this debate that they should learn Hindi or not, or we should learn their languages. Because of this difficulty, there is a barrier. Because we know that like we see a lot of Hindi movies and everything, Punjabi songs are very popular. So these languages are familiar to us, but it's not the case for the South Indian languages. So this is the natural thing. I mean, the natural causes of this debate. But recently what happened, that this language difference, this difference is being used as a political weapon by different political parties, and like to get benefits from election. So, and also like Hindi imposition, these kind of things are trending nowadays. So I think like this, as I said, like the second thing I want to highlight is that the political weaponization of this language difference which is happening, and that is why these South Indian people and the people mostly speak these languages. They feel that that the North Indian people or the North Indian the governments and the central government, they are trying to impose Hindi over their own language, and they are like afraid of missing out from the central the central policies and all, just because they don't speak the language, which is, I think that it's completely wrong, and this is just a political weaponization, and people should think beyond politics and help each other, because they also need to understand that it's not possible for a person to learn a new language just by moving to some other place. It takes time, and if someone is trying to learn a new language, that's good, but if a person doesn't know doesn't know the local language, that doesn't mean that that person is not allowed to stay there or not allowed to live there. That person has to leave the place or the state. It's not like that. So I think somewhere we have to draw the line and like bring out ourselves from this political propaganda, and we still believe that the unity in diversity in our country, and that's how we move forward.
Yes, Shomendo, good, fair enough. See, yes, apart from politicizing these language things, right? See, these language barriers are from the beginning. Okay, these language barriers. See, yes, but nowadays, see, there is no much agenda going around. See, people are distracted from the main issues like, see, unemployment and other things. Unemployment, see, inflation, and what can I say, poverty. These are the major issues, but people are now getting distracted from these major issues, and now they are fighting over these petty issues that you are not speaking in Kannada language, okay, or any other specific language. You are not part of us, okay? Because see, people, there is a concept ingrained in their mind, like, okay, if these people started speaking Hindi, okay, or any other language, okay, our language will get lost. If we lose our language, then we lose our culture also. And that point of that, see, origin, yes, these Dravidian origin languages are, yes, there, and we have Aryan, see, Greek, Indo-Greek origin languages, right? So yes, the adaptability of language, adaptability between these are quite difficult. But yes, apart from politicizing these things should be stopped. Okay, any other point of view?
Okay, as I have faced that when we have been to Tamil Nadu and we have been to the Tanjore temple. So when my father was entering that temple, so he was singing a Bollywood song, old classic Bollywood song at that time. That police scolded my father that why are you singing in Hindi? It should be the English or Tamil language. So I quite agree with Shomendo that language barriers are biggest barrier in our country. I have faced, I'm talking about a local way. I am teaching in a school that is an English medium. Okay. The students are coming from mostly Urdu and Arabic and Hindi. When the examination is going on, their queries not only about English or Bengali, that they are not understanding an English word, they are not understanding any Bengali words, but in case of Hindi, but also for Hindi, they are asking that what is the word? You got shocked. This is another thing. They don't want to learn that local language. Obviously, if you moved on any place, it's not possible to learn a language. It will take time. But desperately not learning the language and disrespecting the language, this is the issue. And the minister, the politicians are politicizing this fact to getting that vote and all this riots are going on.
Absolutely correct, Ranjana. Good point here. The acceptance, the tolerance people are not having these days.
So the adaptability should be there, that she is from the outside of the state, we should give him her situation we are not accepting, we don't know her language. So adaptability and acceptance, if there is a lack of these two things, there will be a problem.
Absolutely correct.
This is my
Absolutely. Okay, yes. Sanjeev raised his hand. Sanjeev, yes, you want to say? Sanjeev?
This language barrier thing is also happening in Bengal. Like, if you are from Bihar or Jharkhand, if you don't know the Bengali language, some people will always tolerate you like an outsider. So, as I am outsider, I feel it. Like in my college days, I doesn't care कि छोड़ो क्या ही है, but in my office there is in some politics games. If you don't know the Bengali language, then you are not favorite in the group. And so at that time I felt like let's learn the language. So as an outsider, I learned the Bengali language as much as now.
And learning a local language can make a big difference, because see, now you are communicating. Okay, now you are in a comfort zone. I can say you're making that area in a comfort zone. Okay, now you can explore things. Okay, yes, but not learning the language, you will always be outsider. You will feel like you are missing so many things, like their culture, and see, you are not behaving. See, suppose some language things, some words are so, see, what can I say, some words in certain specific language are normal words, but in other language they are very, what can I say, slang words. Okay, so the miscommunication can happen. Okay, and the disaster can happen. Okay, these are the things. Okay, yes, Somendo, please.
Yeah, as I said that I am against this discrimination, that if someone doesn't know any language, the person should be harassed. That shouldn't be the case. But I also feel that if a person is living in another state or another country, or living among people from another culture, the person should start learning the language, so the person can, communicate better with the locals. Because what I feel that like when the communication is better, you will also build good relations, and that is very important. Because a Bengali living in Bangalore learning Kannada will not only help him to communicate with them, also they will the person can build a good relationship with local. Same with a Bihari person living in Bengal, or a Punjabi person living in another country. So these things matter, and we should take it in a friendly way, not in a very harsh way, that if the person doesn't know language, I will discriminate. Not like that. And also I feel that as you mentioned in the beginning of this topic, that like the people feel that their culture is in danger. So I think that also like protecting your culture is important. Because what I can say from my real life experiences, suppose in my job I make a lot of phone calls, and sometimes the phone calls are in here, local calls, and the person behind opposite side of the phone, the person is also Bengali, I am also Bengali, but the person starts conversation in Hindi. Because the most of the phone calls the person get in a day is in Hindi. So the person assumes that I am also a person who will talk in Hindi. Then I have to change the language to Bengali. Then the person understands that, okay, I am a Bengali, so we can communicate in Bengali. So the thing is that like here, I think there is a, I won't say that culture is in danger, but the thing is weird that both are Bengali person, but they are talking in Hindi, assuming that the person opposite side is Hindi speaker. So here I think somewhat we have to look about these things, that why is this happening. And another thing, that some incidents happened, I saw on social media, that a Bengali person in Kolkata trying to communicate with a person in Bengali, and the person is a non-Bengali, not a Bengali speaker, and the person replies, "Why are you speaking in Bengali? Are you from Bangladesh?" So this kind of racist comments, these shouldn't be tolerated, because it's common for a person to speak Bengali in West Bengal. Doesn't mean, and if the person doesn't speak Hindi, doesn't mean the person is Bangladeshi. So in our own home, own state, like if we have to face racism, like if we are facing racism in different state, that is different, but in some cases we are facing racism in our own state, so that shouldn't be tolerated. And I think this kind of comments should be taken, I mean, people who makes this kind of comments should be taken, legal actions should be taken against them, because this kind of racist comments is not tolerable.
Okay, so Bindu, chill down. It's okay. Yes, these are frustrating events, but yes, you are saying, see, if you are not safe from racism at our home, what will happen in outside? Okay.
South Indian people are very language fanatic, and they love to communicate through English. Generally, I heard this thing, and if we are in West Bengal, we should know Bengali. But if any person wants to learn any particular language, that is different case. But we should not mock on others just for they don't know any other language, or in workplace also we should not mock.
As a tourist, I have traveled so many states: Rajasthan, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Rajasthan, etc., etc., and mainly in South India, which have already told Shomendra, Shomita, and Mr. Das, Ranjana. They mainly don't want to speak in Hindi, but generally, who are the businessmen, who are the owner of the shop, as we have gone there for buying something, that time when we speak in Hindi, they're understanding. Some shopkeeper knows English. So as a tourist, we have not faced anything. So one at Meenakshi Mandir, I was talking with God that in every temple there is no mention of English. All the temples written in their language. We can't understand which temple. So then I told him that if you write in English the temples, which goddess temples it would be better to us because we can't understand which temple is this. But he told, but we love Tamil. We will write in this way. So they are too much bias about their language. And Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, in these places, Hindi, we communicate in Hindi, they have understand. Not only in other state, sir, in our state also, there are different district, Bankura, Purulia, Birbhum. Every district's languages is different. In Bankura, Aibok, Khaibok, Mendipure, Gechu, Gurchu. So,
see, I love the language of Bankura. Seriously, I love the language.
If anyone speak in Bankura's language, all mocking. And if any West Bengal's person talk with a East Bengal's person, horse khaise, that time also they mocked by them. So it's in our mind that we always love our language, but here there are so many public from Bihar, Jharkhand. There is a Harijan Basti. They all can speak in Bengali fluently. Who stayed here for a long time, all of them have learned Bengali.
See, when you are searching for a work and when you have something, okay, when you have means, okay, and when you want something from others, language barrier is nothing then. See, as you
Yes.
said, the shopkeeper will treat you very politely because he has something to sell, right?
Yes.
He will not
Yes.
think about the language, this and that, okay. See, these things are, see, I don't want to comment on that. These things are very childish and very prickish. I don't like this. Okay. Very good, Mrs. Patra, good point. Another thing is, see, as I want to mention that, see, these Hindi speaking people, okay, they always portray one thing like Hindi is our national language. Okay, Hindi is our national language, but there is no national language in India. I must say this, okay, this is for information for everyone. There is no national language of India. Official languages. There are only two official languages in India. One is English and one is Hindi. For all the educational purposes and for the official government purposes, okay, Hindi and English. So we can communicate better. If you don't know Hindi, English is the second official language, and you can communicate. Okay, but there is no such thing as national language. So sometimes, see, there is kind of an arrogance and pride in Hindi-speaking people, like Hindi is a national language. Why don't you know the Hindi language? There is no such thing as Hindi is a national language. Yes, Hindi is an official language, and there are other also 22 languages in Constitution. Okay. 22 languages. There are many languages, but Constitution they have mentioned 22 languages. So yes, they are also equally respected. But yes, sometimes this arrogance, a little bit of arrogance, a pushy factor in the North Hindi speaking belt, okay, agitate South Indian people, and South Indian people have the problem since the beginning with North Indians. I must say, frankly, they have problems with. Okay. Shomindo. Yes.
Yeah, what you just said regarding this, I want to add a point.
Okay.
That, as you said, like Hindi speakers, native Hindi speakers, they sometimes portray that they are superior, they just because they know Hindi and it's like a national language. So I think there is also some faults of government, that there are some government policies or government exams which are only conducted in two languages, two official languages, Hindi and English. So English is English is official language in very few places. I mean, it's second official, but the first official is, it depends on state. Like for North India, it's mostly Hindi. Punjab, it's Punjabi. Maharashtra, it's Marathi. Here, Bengali. South India, they are different languages. So the thing is that if a person is, sitting for the exam, and if the person is from a Hindi-speaking state like Bihar, UP, or Madhya Pradesh, from these states, so the person is giving the exam in his native language. But if a person from, say, Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or West Bengal or Gujarat, the person has to learn either Hindi or English language to participate in the exam. So the thing is here, like the equality or equity lacks, that a person is able to go for the exam with his or her native language, and another person has to learn a different language to go for the exam. So here government has to introduce, as you said, like 22 official languages. So government should conduct the exam in 22 official language, because everyone should have the choice to go for the exam with their native language or English or whatever they want. So here you are giving a person chance from Madhya Pradesh, from MP, you are giving a person chance to sit for the exam with his native language, but a person from Tamil Nadu has to learn a different language. So there's no equity. So here government has to see.
Fair enough point. Yes, those guys have opportunities, but if a person from the South India doesn't know English language, he's lost, right?
Also,
Because he don't know Hindi.
Regarding this government exam, so
Yes.
some government exams are conducted by language. So a person from Bihar who knows Hindi, so the person can sit in any Hindi majority state, sit from any Hindi majority state. Like person from Bihar can sit from Jharkhand, from Chhattisgarh, MP, Delhi, UP, wherever, Rajasthan, wherever Hindi is the main language. But the person from Tamil Nadu has only one option, has to sit from Tamil Nadu because his native language is Tamil. So here is the discrimination, and government.
Yes, Somendo, I want to just give my opinion on this. See, I'm from Punjab, okay? See, and I studied in CBSE school. We have our native language Punjabi. We had to study, and Hindi also we had to study, and English was there because English medium school was there. Okay, so why not Tamil Nadu is accepting that? Okay, let's teach Hindi also. Correct? Let's teach Hindi also. In Hindi, their native language, and English will be there. English is compulsory for everyone. So why not South Indian states are learning this? Okay, this is also a point. Okay, I don't know their educational policy or what kind of syllabus they are having. Okay, but it's my opinion. Why don't they are introducing Hindi? Okay, let's start from the primary level. Okay, start Hindi. Okay, then in the meantime, when they grow up, okay, they know they are getting habituated from the language, at least on the basic level, so that they can understand basic things. Okay, but yes, I am from Punjab. You have to learn Punjabi and you have to learn Hindi compulsory. If you are from Hindi Punjabi medium also or Hindi medium also. Okay, yes.
Fact is, it's not like that they don't know. They actually most of them know the basic Hindi language, but they don't speak because of the reason we just
arrogance. Yes, arrogance. Yes.
After the post-independent India, there was a lot of committee and commissions that in past Radhakrishnan, then Mudaliar and the Kothari Commission, we have studied in that commission's recommendations. So each language, each commissions and each committee always recommended one thing, that is tri-language formula. Tri-language formula, that is official language English you have to know. Hindi is not a national language, but most communicative language in India, that you have to know Hindi, and your native vernacular language, whatever you can. This minimum three language you have to know. Every commissions, you can't say that okay, this is my native language, I can't pursue, this is not my native, so I can't pursue this. No, you can't say this.
Okay, correct. See, the thing is like, okay, we have to be tolerant enough. See, Bengalis are tolerant, as Ankit mentioned his experience. Like, okay, he's trying to speak in a little bit of Bengali, and people appreciate it. Yes, at least he's trying. Okay, but you have to be understandable in this situation. Like, you can't speak Kannada, okay, and you are not getting any training before going to that state, okay, of language training, okay. So you are not able to do this. Another thing is that this is not happening in South India. This also happened in Maharashtra also, Marathi. Okay, Marathi. And see, there are some violent incidences happened in the past on the east side states, people of the east side states like Bengal, Bihar and UP. See, in Maharashtra they are getting abused and some incidents of violence were there. Okay, and yes, their point of view is like, if you are staying in Maharashtra, you have to accept our culture. Okay, speak in Marathi. Yes, this is not a single incident. Past is also gruesome. Okay, Maharashtra also did this, and yes, and basically the thing is like, see, if I'm not wrong, see, Bangladesh also get divided from Pakistan, and the agitated start is because of imposition of Urdu language, right? Pakistan wants the Bangladeshi people to speak in Urdu, but Bangladeshi oppose it. No, we are accepting Islam, but no, we will speak in Bengali. Right? This is the thing. See, language is a very important thing, and it can be a very crucial driving force to do something. Right? Yes, these are not the single incidences. There are many incidences out there.
Also, I feel that, as I mentioned, that the government example, what I hear. So, government should start. This. Like some facilities are only available in Hindi and English. So, government should start recognizing all the languages equal. So, give them chance. So, that way, I think this kind of mentality that, like, I won't learn this language or not, like Hindi imposition, these kind of things will actually wipe away from the society, from the politics. Because what I feel that this is actually a real issue, that government prefers government like acts in that way that Hindi is a first class language and other 21 languages are second class language. These kind of thing government has to like clarify that we are treating all the languages equally. Because as I said, like suppose we are 10 people in this class, and if one or two person are treated differently and others are treated differently, then obviously the majority will think that like the discrimination is happening. So somehow government has to ensure that there shouldn't be any kind of language discrimination in government policies and everywhere. So that's how these these things are happening. Like here South Indian people are angry over Hindi, so there's a trust gaps. So that's how these gaps will close, and like
But
people will be
yeah,
more friendly regarding languages.
but
So
of
that
course,
is
if your government is active right-wing government with the Hindi speaking government,
yeah,
then
yeah,
what should you do? What should
yeah,
you do, and what will you do? This is also a thing, right? This is
yeah,
also a
yeah,
thing. And we can't blame. Yes, correct. See,
yeah.
when your
So
government is pure
somehow
Hindi
like
belt governments, yes, what can you do?
we have to like make a path, build a bridge between these two things. Otherwise, it will be a complete issue. And like in our country, there are no shortage of issues. Like now, you know that a new AI model is in the market. It's
Deep,
DeepSeek. Yeah, it's a Chinese
Chinese app.
AI model, and the meme is very popular in social media that US is building ChatGPT, Meta AI, and then China is building DeepSeek, and what's India building? Indian AI is AstroTalk. You can talk with astrologer like that.
Okay.
We are way behind from them. So if we keep engaging in this kind of issues, we're not gonna reach their level. Like these countries are focused on innovating, and we are focusing on these issues. Who should speak this language, this that, where there should be a temple or mosque or anything else or a church like this. So until we are like we finish discussing this and talk about actual progress, like it's our loss in an international stage, because we are not comparing ourselves with Pakistan or Bangladesh. Like you know that our news channels love to compare ourselves with Pakistan. So like if you are a student who somewhere stand in the middle of the class, you shouldn't be comparing yourself with the last person, because you
Correct.
know you're better than the last person. So if you want to be better, you have to compare yourself with the first person of the class. So that is the thing. Like we become very happy when we compare ourselves with Pakistan. Pakistan doesn't have wheat, Pakistan doesn't have rice. We are so proud that we are Indian like that. But when it comes to China or US, we keep silence.
See,
So that
China
is
and
the
US are also not utopia. See, they are also perfect state. I can say that. But yes, they are keeping their issues straight. Right? They are keeping
Yeah.
their issus straight. Absolutely. That's a good point. So another important thing is how a culture gets eradicated. The important thing is language also. If all the Bengali people start speaking Hindi next day, there's no existence of Bengali. Right? There's no existence of Bengali from tomorrow. Correct? See, what gives an identification of a Bengali people is Bengali language also. Yes, that you have to keep in mind. But yes, not getting that extreme. Okay.
Yes, the West Bengal is nowadays exceptional, because who were reading in English medium school, maximum they don't know the Bengalis, Bagdhara, Probochon, etc. and so many Bengali words. Even my nephew, as he was brought up at Bombay, he didn't know Bengali letter also. He can't read to chhede din. He can't don't know the letter also, and in maximum cases only for examination they read the Bengali, but otherwise they don't know any big words. They don't know the meaning.
They have the superiority complex that we are speaking in English and we are learning everything in English medium. So yes, why Bengali? Yes, Bengali is not a language. Okay, if you feel proud to speak, these are the mindset. Okay, what can you say? I think these are the last generation. We have the last generation to accept this gracefully. Gen Z will not do it. Okay, Gen Z are far above from it. Okay, and in the meantime, yes, let's see what happens. Okay, it was a great discussion, class. Thank you so much.
Good
See you in
night,
next
sir.
session. Bye. Good night. Bye.